Okay, we're back.
お二人は決定していると思います？さあ、わかりませんね。ええ。早く行きなさい。本当に風邪をひきます。
I don't know how to react to this.
失礼いたします。失礼いたします。
Black.
熱が出たのでなければいいけれど。
She's a dragon lady through and through. The rain passed quickly, and by the time we got back to the dorm, the moon was bright in the night sky.
みんな、
He turned to us in the entryway and bowed to us low.
本当にごめんなさい。罠にかけたことですか？それもありますが、かけて今夜のことです。命にまで危険が及んでしまって、もう謝ったらいいのかな。
You got some thinking to do, I guess. Veronica had fallen into depression. She had always had a confident smile on her face. Seeing her crowd like this, cowed like this was definitely strange. But hey, there's no point dwelling on the past. Let's just be glad it's over. それにしても、先ほどの一喝、心に響きました。 Those things.
私を嫉妬してくださったではありませんか。今にも落ちそうな体勢で叫んでいるんだもの。今はそれはいいからって言おうか言うまいか迷ったわ。
I think I just got excited. It was a pretty rude thing to say.
私、祖母にだってあんな風に叱ってもらったことはありませんでした。
Wow, really? Well then, my voice trailed off weakly as a summary. Her face was very close to mine. Her cheeks were brightly flushed, maybe because of the rain.
私、あの時のあなたの言葉、生涯胸に刻んで忘れることはありません。
I'm trying to. What do I do here? Right? What is it? She pressed her face in close to mine. While I didn't necessarily mind the proximity, I pulled back reflectively.
マリカ様、顔が近すぎやしませんこと？私のしたことが。
I'm not even gonna say anything. Raquel pulled away from me quickly, leaving only a sweet fragrance behind. What in the world just happened there?
じゃあ行きましょうか、マサヤさん。本当に風邪ひいてしまうわ。
Ah, right. Whoa.
ちょっと美月さん、何マサヤさんの手引いてるのよ。
It's like the wrap of rice.
私の出る幕はないかもしれませんね。でも、この気持ちは生涯忘れない。
Smile. Apparently, not even Tammy caught word of what happened that night. The atmosphere around the school went unchanged, which meant it's finally time to say goodbye to Messiah. Yeah, it is. It almost feels a bit sad, though. What are you talking about? He attacked Lucifer. He's a true villain. Yeah, that's true, but... And Rise is acting the same as ever. I thought she might be sad. I'm going. Maybe she's sick of him, too? Yes, you may be right. Nope. The whispered voices all cut off once Marika's voice came out of over the speaker.
ごきげんよう。私は生徒会長のマリカです。今日は皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあり、こうしてマイクをお借りしました。
The entire class fell into silence. It seemed to be the same everywhere. No sounds came from outside the classroom either. As the announcement ended, the voices came back in a rising hum. What could it be? You don't think she's going to tell us all that awful thing he did to her? There's no way. Right now. Knocking continued and the door opened before I could answer. Yes, ma'am. Ah, Marika. In other words, I was being allowed to leave my room. Marika say so. We walked down the hall with Marika at the head. Of course, the guardian came with us. Marika unflinching response, the guardian fell into silence. Where are we going? Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. It appeared we were heading for the cathedral. Marika turned to us just before the entrance. By everyone, you mean? Ah, she was right. The Norse Cathedral was full to bursting. It looked like the entire student body had come. As they became aware of my presence, they all turned their glares on me, one after another. As the anger turned into uncertainty, as they noticed Marika with me, looking completely calm. Why are they together? The criminal and his victim, it is bizarre. The confusion rippled through the crowd. We walked through it to the podium. Marika's silhouette, as she walked, was as dignified as it has ever been. Marika stood at the podium with me standing beside her. Suddenly, the silent cathedral burst into whispers. The commotion grew louder. The Phyllis de la Finis had reached a fever pitch I would never have imagined them capable of. The noise drowned out the sound of the mic. But as Marika repeated herself calmly, the commotion slowly died down.
I know we like it. Ah, that's not good.
The audience seethed again. The air grew cool and swallowed up all other noises. When the room grew silent again, this time a strange emotion hung over the crowd. It was like sweeping away sand to reveal gold dust. But what remained here was far less desirable. Did he threaten her? Ah, yeah, that must be it. You don't think he decided not to and it had attempted. A photographer of him did capture him in that bestial state. So he threatened her. What a beast. Hey now. Things were definitely looking bad.
勘ぐることはありません。私は真実だけを述べています。
Rika's voice had been decisive before, but now it wavered. Feeling nervous too. What on earth were we going to do?
何を言い出すかと思えば本当に脅迫あるいはリセあたりの差し金かしら。
Rika-sama, the voice came from all around. I know it's been hard for you, but you don't have to lie. That's right, it's just been like being bitten by a dog. What the fuck are you guys more? She's telling the fucking truth. I felt like we had gone in a circle and came back to our starting point somehow. Or rather, that we had gone around in a spiral and ended up lower than before. Rika turned back to me with a troubled expression. I shook my head. There's none that I can do. If you can't convince them, then
そうね。誤解を解けるのは私だけ。みんな、買いかぶってはいけません。私は決して正しい人間などではないのです。ただ、そうなろうという努力は続けるつもりです。今日のことはその第一歩なのです。
Rika spoke up, trying to be heard over the din. But the audience reaction weren't going the way we hoped. Rika lie? I simply can't believe it. The comment like those were the only ones we heard. She pulled me forward forcefully. For some reason, it was those words that caused the cathedral to fall into silence.
福音書ではピラトはそのように言いましたね。ですが、群衆は結局見ようとはしなかった。もちろん、罪は嘘をついた私にあります。その上であえて、私は言います。皆さんは、罪もない人をゴルゴダの丘へと送り込もうとしているのですよ。
どうしてこうおこのぎまさやをキリスト扱いしてるのか
マリカは真実を述べているだけなのかもしれませんね。周りが言うように言わされているのではなく、
いずれにしろ決めるのは生徒たち自身ですから。
そうですね。それが世論の恐ろしいところです。マリカは勘違いしてしまったのでしょう。正直にさえなれば、それで皆が納得してくれる。人の心は、ことに群衆心理は、そうそう簡単に右から左へと動くわけにはいきません。
そうですね。私としても楽しみですわ、理事長。マリカがこの場をどう収めるのか。ボートの時間は刻一刻と近づいています。果たしてそれまでに皆を納得させられるかしらね。
I had enough. I can't bear to watch Marika hurt herself anymore. She almost committed suicide and then had to rescue her ass. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's hold the vote already. Cries of hold the vote began to fill the cathedral. I had learned a little about the Bible in my time here. Jesus had been shy before a crowd, and the crowd had pushed the judge to crucify him.
やめて。もうやめて。私が悪かったから。どうして分かってくれないの？
There was nothing I could say. I just put a hand on Marika's shoulder. Marika looked up at me with the sudden expression of realization.
そうだ。こうすれば。
Marika took action in an instant. I had no way of reacting. And that sounded... She kissed me on the cheek.
見てくれましたか？今のベースが本当にいやいやのものに見えましたか？
Oh, I get it. I felt the hot flush on my cheeks and realized what a daring thing we just done. But the reaction from the viewers was immediate. The atmosphere changed at once. We heard whispers of, could it be? And maybe she's right. No way. I read in a shoujo manga once that love can blossom from... Hey now! By that statement seemed convincing enough to most of them. The pendulum swung back and where it started from. Just then, though it was the voice of an old woman, it was sharp and clear. The petite woman was walking toward us. The students moved aside as if swept back by her calm forcefulness.
妙義様が何をしに？
どうやら今回のこと妙義様も絡んでいるようですね。
なんとまあはしたない。マリカ、今のは一体どういうつもりだい？答えなさい、マリカ。もしや、ゆうべ一緒にいたのもその男なのかい？
お答えする前に先に私から質問させてもらいたく思います。
なんだね。
おばあ様はなぜマサヤ君を追い出そうとしたのでしょう？やはり私はおばあ様に従うのを当然と思い、そしておばあ様は絶対的に正しいのだと思ってずっと今回のことは私にとって初めての疑問でした。だから教えてください。
お前の将来のためなのだよ。
私の将来。
I couldn't imagine what my expulsion could have to do with Marika's future.
お前の母親が病で他界してしまい、代々理事を務めてきた我が妙義家は一代空白ができてしまう。そうなれば理事会の微妙な力関係は崩れてしまうだろう。つまり最初からお前は不利な位置に立っているのだよ。一方で今回の特待留学生の話、現理事長の肝入りということを私は聞いたよ。
そうですね。私はよく知りません。おそらく
それが私の考えだよ。
どういうことでしょう？
わからないのかい？老船院家を叩く絶好の機会じゃないか。私としてはどちらでもよかったのだよ、マリカ。老船院家が改革を唱えるなら保守を、保守を唱えるのであれば改革を。妙義家は不利な立場に置かれてしまったのだからね。そのくらいのことはしなければ。
くだらない。なんとまあくだらない。私と考えを同じにするのかと思い、少しは感心したのに。まさかそんな牽制欲から出た話だったとは。老境に入るというのは悲しいものだわ。どんな清廉な人も人愛にまみれ、俗物となり果てる。
聞こえてるよ。
それは失礼。
いや、昔から気の強い子だったが。さあ、私は答えたよ、マリカ。次はお前の番だ。
私は今ようやく真に悟ったようです。
何をだよ。
See, you cared about power. She cared about righteousness. You just screwed with her logic.
あくまで人であって神ではなく、それはゆうべ下級生から教えてもらったことですが、確かに本当のことでした。おばあ様、私はもう神のようにおばあ様を仰ぎ見ることはいたしません。
勝手におし。私はもう呆れたよ。
でもこれだけは分かってください、おばあ様。何があってもおばあ様は私の大切な人です。
昨日の電話の時点で分かっていた。お前はもう以前のお前ではないのだね、マリカ。
はい。その変化は万世人に投じられた一石が及ぼしたものです。私は確かに変わってしまったのです。
その変化がいいのか悪いのか、それは時間が教えてくれるだろう。
Rika's grandmother turned and spoke as she walked.
ただ、お前は私の可愛い孫だよ。だからいいものであることを私も願っているよ。
おばあ様。
Triumphant music has finally come in this story. That one warm final word, she left. Once her petite form had vanished, the entire school student body seemed to sigh with relief. I'm glad that all worked out.
これもマサヤ君のおかげです。
I didn't do anything, I think. It was your words that got through to your grandmother.
そろそろボートの時間よ。生徒たちには体育館に移ってもらうわ。
はい。
それにしても大変ね、マリカも。脅迫までされてしまうなんて。
That must be sarcasm. She knows what really happened. I glared at the hair and mistress, but her expression was steel, and she didn't even flinch.
今のやりとりは全員が聞いていたことと思います。つまりみんなに等身大の私がさらけ出されました。それが一つの答えとなると思います。
みんな、集会は終わったわ。ボートを行うから、今すぐ体育館に移動のこと。解散。
I might never watch this face again, you know? Ow, what's with you? It was a joke! I know it would be disgusting if I never washed my face again.
そういうことじゃなくて、バカ。
After safely passing the vote, I had become so elated that I was babbling.
気持ちはわかるわよ。何せグランデフルールと呼ばれたマリカのベーゼだものね。
Yeah, it was a real shock. I kind of froze up.
ついてるわよ。
A mark.
拭いてあげる。
I could have reached the words as she spoke. Pinch. Ow!
なかなか取れないわね。
That feels more like twisting than wiping.
そう？
That's not the cheek that she kissed anyway.
男の子は細かいことを気にしてはいけませんよ、マサヤさん。
I wouldn't call that nitpick.
あれには私も本当に驚きました。近くにいたマリカ様のファンなどはそっとしてしまって。
A swoon? Really?
本当ですよ。 そして目が覚めた後はマリカ様が選んだんだからとさめざめ泣いていました。似たような反応はそこかしこであったようです。やはりお相手がマリカ様だったので。
That's true. That's pretty amazing then, isn't it?
みんなの気持ちもだいぶあれで傾いたようですから。
Yeah, but wow, I didn't know how things were going to turn out for a minute there. I'm just glad it worked out. As if to wipe away all of my doubts, the result of the vote had been ominous. I was also relieved that, from what I could see, the others hadn't grown any colder towards Marika upon realizing the whole thing had been a hoax. I should have find a way to thank her, Marika.
感謝って相変わらず君も人がいいよね。元はといえばマリカが引き起こしたことじゃないの。
That's true, but she also took those drastic measures in front of all those people. When I think about it, what did it happen if he hadn't? I get chills up my spine.
まあね。でも
Ah,
あの真面目なマリカが一種の方便だけであんなことまでするかしら。いくら焦りがあったとはいえ。方便だけとは言えないかもしれませんよ、綾子様。やっぱりね。どういうこと？まあ、それはご本人の口から聞かせてもらえると思うわ。
I turned my eyes toward the building just in time to see Marika and Mitsuki's son approaching.
ごきげんよう。ごきげんよう。まずは一安心というところですね。まさや
Yeah.
すぐにプルミエールジャッジメントがありますが、この分であればきっと大丈夫かと思います。また及ばずながら私も後押ししますし。あら、生徒会長として手を回してくれるというわけ？そういうわけでもない感謝。
Oh, sorry.
さすがのタミエさんも気がつかなかったみたい。
Hold up, I'll go to the log. Fuck me.
また及ばずながら私も後押ししますし。
Isn't Aika all the time? I will tell others of the graduated that I feel towards them. That graduate. Did something happen? Aika looked between Marika and me. Wasn't it in the newspaper? And
さすがのタミエさんも気がつかなかったみたいよ。
oh, that's right. The reason we went through all that was because no one saw us.
実はゆうべこんなことがあったのです。へえ、それはすごいです。
When Marika's story ended, the others were clearly flabbergasted.
なるほどね。それはベーゼの一つもしたくなるでしょうね。単なる方便ではなく。
Marika's cheeks flushed, all eyes focused on her. Then suddenly she bowed.
ごめんなさい。い
Uh,
きなりあんなことをしてしまって。
oh, that's okay. You don't have to apologize.
そうですよマリカ様。だってこの人さっきなんて言っ
Oh boy, now they're gonna make this into a thing.
この先顔洗うのやめ。
I didn't say it like that.
そう私にはそう聞こえたけどな。同感。え確かに
Are you kidding me?
この舌が伸びていました。
Why were they concentrating their fire on me?
あんな浮かれた顔のマサヤ様を見るのは初めて。
No, I was just excited because the result of the vote was positive, that's all.
本当かしらね。
Well, I guess I was a little happy about it. At just the place where she had kissed me. I could still feel it there. It had only been for an instant, but it had been so soft and warm. There she wrapped her arm around my neck, and I could smell her wonderful, sweet perfume.
やっぱりマサヤ君ったらそんな嫌です。 何の話をしに来たのだったのかしら。あ、そうそう。今後のことですが、今度こそ生徒会は一歩引いた立場で経過を見守ることにします。はい。はい。実は内々に辞任の意向も伝えたのですが、結局私がそのまま辞任って今回のことで責任を取ってとかってこと？ええ。
Okay, to the next part, shall we?